Hello everybody, I'm Jared from Jedi Production Studios, and today I'm joined by Cole, who you previously saw in our first installment of the MOC series for January, and he showed us his clone base, and today he's going to be showing us some of his Jedi Interceptors. So Cole, you've been a fan of LEGO for a long time, since the early mid-2000s you've been getting LEGO sets. Do you want to tell us what your first LEGO set ever was?
It was a long time ago, but I think it would be the Darth Vader transformation from 2005.
Good set, good set.
Real old one, real just small, little addition to the Christmas gift.
Right. Just like me, he's a man of the classics. Those old vintage 2000s era LEGO Star Wars sets are just the best in my opinion. Now, would you say that the classics were kind of an inspiration here? Where did you even begin for your inspiration for building these Interceptor models?
The beginning would be, I had bought the
2014,
13,
14?
12, whatever, Mustafar Jedi Interceptor.
Yeah.
And that's the dark green one here, and it didn't have all the pieces necessary, so I ended up having to buy some, having to cobble some together, and it just kind of, you know, I just kept playing with it, and it just kind of, I liked doing it, and then I decided to do it a couple more times, and I do it for a lot of my sets nowadays.
So the base inspiration was kind of one specific set that you bought the model, and then you changed it from
pieces,
there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it all changed from there. Okay. All right. Do you want to go ahead and just kind of walk us through then all of the different ones? Obviously, there's an array of different Jedi Interceptors here. So you want to just kind of go ahead and describe each one for us real quick?
Yeah. So the first one up here is the actual 2013.
The real set.
The real LEGO release one. So we're just gonna get that out of here.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. And then, like I said, the first one I did was the dark green here, which is actually Zazie tins that Anakin takes to Mustafar.
Sure.
And that has just a random Jedi that I built for my MOC. The second one I did was the Aayla Secura's Jedi Starfighter that Obi-Wan takes to Utapau. And this was an actual set, and I had the actual set, and a couple of pieces broke on it, and after doing the first one, I decided to do the same thing and then build the hyperspace ring a little bit bigger, and just kept messing around with that, and I think it turned out real nice there. And it does incorporate a lot of the original pieces from the original 2007 set, including the astromech, which is one of my favorite astromechs.
So for the Aayla Secura, would you say that it's kind of a hybrid, right, between the 2007 and the 2013 Starfighter, or is it kind of more based on one or the other? And so how did you have to modify the actual Hyper Booster ring for that?
The Hyper Booster ring was very difficult. I ended up just cobbling a bunch of stuff together, seeing how it worked. Modifying the 2013 Starfighter design to fit the hyperspace ring wasn't that difficult. You had to add 2 extra parts, and it would slide in easily. The hyperspace ring is a different story, and I would argue that it probably still needs a support beam.
Okay, yeah.
Just like the newer one from the Obi-Wan's hyperspace ring has. It has a handle there that kids can, you know, hang on to and fly the ship around.
Sure.
It probably needs something like that. I don't have it in there because I don't play with it. It's a display.
Yeah,
so the next one I did would be the white one, which was also another starship that I used in the MOC, and that was actually the one in the MOC that you guys saw in the video, and that has a Jedi that is made from the body parts of the Jet 14. What I did next would be the Kit Fisto one next. I couldn't remember which one I did next for a second there. So that's the light green one here with Kit Fisto in there. That has the I needed an astromech that matched it, and that's got the 2007 astromech from the Republic frigate, the red one.
The Republic cruiser or whatever it was, the episode 1 set with Obi-Wan and
so that's rather nice droid, kind of the old style
R2,
too, but it's
fairly expensive.
That was the only set it came out in. But it looks real great in that one.
Sure.
And then I did the next 2 at the same time. I had bought more pieces to do a color, and it actually came with a couple of the wrong pieces the seller had given, and I seen those wrong pieces, and I'm like, well, hold on, this seller's got an idea here. So I remade an Anakin starship, but I used no light gray pieces in the body design, all dark gray, and I think it turned out rather great. Lastly, we have what is Shock T's.
Not Obi-Wan's.
Not Obi-Wan's. This is bright red, not burgundy.
Sure.
This is Shock T's. However, I don't have a Shock T figure because I haven't been able to get my grubby little mitts on one.
And they're expensive.
They're expensive.
Sure.
So there's just a random custom figure in there currently.
Sure. Okay, so obviously these aren't, there's plenty of MOCs online that you can download the instructions or look at. Obviously you didn't do anything like that for this. This is all out of your own imagination and design, nothing online. How did that come about necessarily? Like, how do you decide what pieces to use and really how you want the look of the thing? How does it all come about in your mind?
So to start with, they're all pretty much like the underneath, the main build of them is the 2013 Jedi Interceptor. It's the top portions that you see that is just color swapped, different pieces here, different pieces there, just all sorts of different things that are put together to make them look a little more unique and different. And so for most of them, it's just you buy some pieces, you play around with it, you don't like how that looks, you gotta buy a couple more. Or you try to find a couple of pieces that you have, add a little detail here and there. And yeah, so with the white one and the red one, that actually, the first time I built it was perfect. That's exactly how I wanted it. I didn't have to fidget with them. The dark green and the blue, however, that there was a lot of putting pieces in, taking pieces off.
Sure.
Oh, we'll change this around. And so, for the most part, I think the color schemes that kind of paired up well with each other, they kind of seem to work. And then like some of the insides of the cockpits have different like seat cushion colors and different details in there, just to give them a little something more that stands out.
Sure. So how long ago did this whole project kind of start, and do you have any future plans to keep making all the different Jedi Starfighters?
I want to say I bought the original pieces in summer or fall of 2016.
Okay.
And I started doing that, and they just, like I said, it took me a while to get them built.
Yeah, I know you've been fussing with this one for a couple of years.
Yeah, especially the hyperspace
specifically.
ring. I put it off and I put it off, and I finally just bought all the pieces.
Sure.
I needed to finish it at one time
Yeah.
because it didn't come with the larger 4x6 tile plates that are here.
Yeah.
And I needed them to make the ring wider because the original 2007 ship was much smaller.
Yeah.
So when I made the Starfighter bigger, it kind of had a little tiny bit of a tilt to it. So I had to make the whole hyperspace bigger. As for future plans, the first one, obviously, I need an Obi-Wan.
Gotta get the Obi-Wan.
I need an Obi-Wan Starfighter. Yeah. But other than that, I don't have anything big. I don't, some people might say, oh, I actually saw another guy who did this and he had sold his collection, which is kind of sad. And I didn't buy any of them because I was like, I could make some of them better. but he had one that was, and a lot of people maybe would be thinking, oh, make an Ahsoka one, be some bright orange. And I'm like, hell no, I would never make an Ahsoka one. You want me to make an Ahsoka one? I will make a burgundy red with lime green, but I'm not making a bright orange Ahsoka.
Yeah, right.
One.
Like the one that she actually flew, right?
Yeah, the one she actually flew, it crashed.
Yep.
Burned up pretty good. And I actually, because I got 2 greens, I got a blue, I got a white, and I got a red, and then probably have a burgundy on the way. I was kind of thinking about making a sand blue one.
Sure. Yeah.
I actually already bought the pieces, so we'll see how long it takes.
Yeah, they take up a lot of space, so we can't.
Yes,
I
have a lot of shelving space dedicated to them.
That's fair. That's fair.
They do definitely look good, and I would love it if they made like a display model of a Jedi temple, and then I could display my starfighters next to the Jedi temple.
There you
that
go.
That would be a really sick thing.
Yeah, but that's something LEGO's never going to do.
No, because it would be a good idea.
It makes too much sense.
Yeah.
All right, so a real special thanks to Cole for showing us yet another set of his MOCs here for the MOC week. Again, This is the third installment, so we got one more week coming, and I'm super excited to kind of announce for you guys what we have for that. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Cole, for joining us.
No problem.
Thank you all for viewing. Go ahead and like and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, guys, have a great day.